Hey everyone, Bobby here, aka Madness80, doing a throwback review. So this is some Throwback Madness, kind of just experimenting with different videos on the channel just because I'm pumped to make content right now. We're going way back to 2007, Walmart exclusive Ronan Build-A-Figure, Ronan the Accuser Build-A-Figure wave. So again, Walmart exclusive, which consisted of 8 characters. So now we get 6, we get 7, but this consisted of 8 characters, all Fantastic Four themed. So we got Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, The Thing, Namor, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, and Mole Man. Now, all of those characters have had recent Hasbro updates, with the exception of Mole Man. Now, we're hoping we see Mole Man in the recently announced, but not yet fully revealed, Fantastic Four Retro Wave. I know a lot of people are hoping we get him on the Doc Ock body, which I think would be a good fit. And we may very well just see that soon, hopefully this year. Ronan here, however, is decently sculpted. And, you know, he holds up on the shelf in your collection. You know, I think he has some shelf presence, which a lot of collectors kind of ignore if something is lacking articulation. Yeah, but does it have shelf presence? Will it look good on your shelf if you just leave it there in your collection? This guy definitely would. Upon first glance, you could see he is immediately he is missing what we're used to, the type of thighs we're used to now. These ball thighs suck. He does surprisingly have an ab crunch. He is missing a ankle pivot though, but we do get double jointed knees on him. We do get single jointed elbows. However, because of these gauntlets and how beefy he is, I don't know if Hasbro would give us double jointed elbows in a modern update of Ronan. I also don't know if Hasbro would give us this this costume per se. So again, 8 figures. He was split up quite a bit. Here, let's take a look at this head. I don't necessarily like the way his head looks here. However, that scowl, especially when combined with this helmet, is excellent, man. That jawline, the nose, just the stoic look, almost expressionless. However, we know he isn't. He's scowling underneath. This is fantastic. Nice, tall figure. Plastic cape. I know that divides a lot of collectors now, especially you guys are dropping like 50-60 bucks, or you know, you're getting hooked up just for the free advertisement from the creator on these capes. Because I myself, some of you dudes have cloth capes on all of your figures, and I don't know, I'd rather buy more figures. So we'll take this off and we look at his articulation. I don't want to start pulling things off, but you can see he is on a hinge up on his neck there. Full 360, no tilt at all, but you know, you get your up, you get your down. Nothing is too hindered with his helmet on. These shoulders, however, take a look at this. Good Lord, come out. Oh, there we go. This isn't moving, but as you can see, it does pop back in easily. Let's see if we can get it now. There we go. That feels a little better. So upon doing some research online, basically, I've come to notice there's a knockoff. So there is a knockoff Ronan figure. This isn't him, so I'm not, you know, advertising the bootleg or the knockoff figure. I don't know how good that is. This is my original from back then. And the thing back then, I bought him as a whole back then. So I later went down that rabbit hole and tracked the wave. Because I didn't really have hopes at the time of Hasbro making new Fantastic Four figures. So this keeps coming undone, but as you can see, this is a soft material, simple clip, boom, nice little pouches, nice green. Looks, because of that piece, look how lacking in detail there is around the crotch, but no real wrinkles or anything like that. Well, we do get some here on the side, to be fair, you know, but here it just gets pretty plain. But you can see wrinkles and stretches and muscle throughout the rest of the sculpt. Again, these God, I hated these joints back then. I hate them now. It does allow you to get ridiculous range and splits and all that stuff, but you know, the thigh cut, because he's on a ball, is very high. The double jointed knees, okay. Again, lacking the pivot, but we do get forward. and backward hinge on those ankles and the wrists as well. However, they are hindered because of these gauntlets here. Other than that, again, I think this figure holds up nicely. Let me get Ronan dressed again really quick. All right, here's Ronan again. And real quick, let's take a look at his the Cosmo Rod, or the Universal Weapon. So this was seen prominently in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. This is kind of true and faithful to the looks in the comics. I don't recall if the staff or the handle part of this is much longer in the comics, but this will do. Now, I mean, you can see here, there's a nice wash over this hammer, and it's not something we see on comic Marvel Legend figures, if at all anymore. So if we did get a new Ronan, this would probably be a very clean looking Cosmo Rod. Again, back to Ronan, taking a look at those gauntlets. The silver's all right, man. You know, silver's all right at the time. You can see the buttons there are painted on those pouches. Again, wrinkles sculpted throughout. You get these wraps here on his knees, his shins, below his knees. You know, this is all right. The plastic, man, I don't want to say it feels cheap, because I feel like we've gotten cheaper feeling Marvel Legends now, kind of gummier type things, you know, where their joints, they bend to, you know, bending left and right here at their knees or their elbows. But this definitely feels like a different quality of plastic. However, I mean, it's been since 2007. He doesn't feel old yet. You know, I know some figures from like the 80s or 90s start to get that residue, that stickiness on there. You know, it's going to happen to these figures at some point. It hasn't happened to this figure. I do keep them in baggies, and I'm honestly, you know, if people ask me for a collection tour, it probably won't happen, because I keep a lot of them bagged up and in storage, because of how much my Toy Biz Marvel Legends degraded being exposed to dust, despite dusting them and stuff like that. You know, frightened rant over. Why you frightened? Let's continue looking at this figure. This dude looks good, man. Again, I think he holds up. However, because of how much Hasbro has been knocking shit out of the park, I would love to see an updated version of this guy. I got a Star-Lord here, a comic Star-Lord. I mean, he hasn't looked like this in some time, but you could see height-wise, he's pretty awesome. So let's get the most recent Silver Surfer on screen. Silver Surfer Black, Obsidian Surfer, whatever you want to call him. I'm taking too long. Let me just put him on the screen. Awesome. So, I mean, he's got some height on him. I don't have quick and easy access to the original wave that he was made from. You know, his Build-A-Figure parts did come with. I'd have to dig those out, and I really don't want to. I just kind of want to showcase Ronan himself. And honestly, a lot of those figures aren't worth taking too much of a look at. Maybe Mole Man and the Mr. Fantastic, since it was done in a stretchy style. I'll get pictures of all these up that I'm talking about. So here's Spidey next to Ronan. Pretty good. Get him back here. Lean him on some stuff. Movie Venom, why not? He's right here next to me. So you can see he'll fit nicely in either a $19.99 price point, or, well, I guess $22.99 now, right? Since this Venom's is pretty much the same height, and we got him with an extra head at retail price. So, you know, a redone Ronan could either be a single carded figure, or maybe a deluxe figure with some different accessories. I don't know what he would come with. Here he is with the Build-A-Figure Super Scroll. Finally, let's get this Star-Lord out. I would like another comic Star-Lord, another one of those. Thing. And, of course, Mr. Fantastic. So I think these all scale nicely still. Again, this Ronan, I think he holds up, and it's kind of the reason why I wanted to go back. Again, I'm not advocating you go and buy knockoffs. This isn't one of them. But they're out there, you know, and I also wouldn't suggest you go and pay out the butt for this Build-A-Figure. You know, Hasbro just seems to be redoing everyone, and Ronan's time will come, hopefully sooner than later. So thank you so much for taking a look at this throwback. Just a new kind of, you know, just trying things out on the channel. So I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. Share this with your friends. And I'll see you next time. I think I'm going to do another throwback. I have an idea. So see you soon.